What if I tell you that the answer to your stress isn't in your mind, but in your energy? Welcome to the Confident Soul podcast. I'm Joanna, your host, master NLP coach and Reiki therapist, and a guide for women who want to lead with intuition and heal from the inside out. Have you ever felt drained for no reason, like something was off, but you couldn't really explain it? Maybe you've heard about Reiki, but you're not quite sure what it really is and how it can help you to feel more calm, more connected, more relaxed, and balanced. So, in today's episode, I'm demystifying Reiki, what it is, how it works, and why this gentle but powerful practice of energy healing might be exactly what your soul has been asking for. Whether you're completely new to energy healing or you're just a little curious, you're in the right place. Let's explore the power of Reiki together. So, what exactly is Reiki? Reiki began in Japan about 100 years ago with a man called Dr. Mikao Usui. He was on a spiritual journey himself, and he just wanted to understand how people could heal themselves by the use of energy. And during a 21-day retreat up in the mountains, somewhere really nice, he had a powerful experience that helped him connect with that energy that essentially he could harness and channel to help others. And so this was the beginning of what we now call Reiki, which is a gentle and natural way to support healing by using energy through the hands. Dr. Usui began sharing this method with others, and over time, it spread from Japan to Hawaii and all parts of the world, really. And today, Reiki is used by people all over the world to relax, feel more balanced, and process stuck energy and release some stress to feel better within themselves. So, a good definition of Reiki would be a universal life force energy guided by intention and intuition. And this practice is not attached to any religion, but it can be a very spiritual practice for sure. And it has a core principle of supporting the body's natural ability to heal on emotional, energetic, and physical levels. So, how does Reiki work? When we talk about Reiki, it's very useful to understand that we are an holistic being. Our bodies aren't just physical or just logical. We also have an energetic system. And this includes our aura, which essentially is an invisible energy field around us, almost like a bubble. And Reiki also operates on the chakras level. So we'll explore more about the chakras in the next few episodes. I'm going to dedicate each episode to each chakra, so you really get a deep understanding on how to unblock them and heal them and become more balanced. But essentially, chakras are energy centers located along the body from the base of the spine all the way up to your crown. And each chakra connects to different emotions, different organs, and overall well being. Reiki works by gently balancing and clearing blockages in these energy centers and the wider energy field, helping your body heal and relax naturally. Think of it as tuning an instrument. Reiki helps your energy flow smoothly so that you feel calm and balanced. And so, this being an intuitive healing, the practitioner, whoever is offering you Reiki, they are channeling this energy and they are just a vehicle. They're just transmitting this energy onto you. And it's very important to have someone's permission. And this is something that I hadn't even realized how important it is, because even if you do a distance Reiki, if you do Reiki without the other person knowing, you always need to ask permission. You always need to ask consent. And sometimes it's like a telepathic consent of agreeing. And you really need to receive a yes signal in terms of it is safe, it is congruent and ecological for this person to receive this Reiki energy that you're sending them. And in-person Reiki, obviously someone that comes to my space to receive Reiki or even distance Reiki, they're going to sign a consent form. But there's another component of telepathic consent that you can also do. And thinking about the sensations. So I don't want to condition too much the experience, but people have reported to feel tingly, shifts of temperature, sometimes hot, sometimes cold, a lot of different sensations. And sometimes no sensation at all, and that's just fine. Sometimes it's just a deep relaxation. That doesn't mean that the Reiki is not working, because it is always working. And a lot of the results vary. So people might feel an instant relief or an instant calm or instant change. And other people might not feel nothing at all immediately. And it might take some time for them to actually feel the shifts. So what exactly can you expect when you have a Reiki session? So when you have a Reiki session in person, especially with me, you'd come to this space. I would set up the massage bed and you would remain completely clothed and just laying comfortable on the bed. We would have initially a chat so that I understand any medical history that I need to be aware of and any intentions that you have for the practice. So we would have a little chat. We might even take an oracle card just to help you out with that intention. And you would lay down, relax, maybe with a blanket over your feet or your whole body. You can also have a weighted eye mask that has a lovely lavender scent that really helps you relax. And you would just stay there. You can move if necessary as well. People, if they feel like they need to shift their position, they absolutely can. Some people like to lay down with their stomach on the massage bed. That's also possible. But essentially, I would then hover my hands over your chakras and your joints and other particular parts of your body that I would feel that the energy is a bit stuck or something needs clearing. And I would focus on those areas, but essentially is a offering of the hands. And if I have your permission and if I feel that is necessary, I would have a slight touch, especially on the feet, because people usually sometimes have out of body experiences and we kind of need to ground them. So to me, it's always beneficial to touch the feet. But if that's not your thing, that's perfectly fine. Reiki doesn't have to touch at all. I also have music in the background. I also like to have a healing sounds component. So I might have like my singing bowl, or I have other instruments that I like to not necessarily play, but like have, so that you have a healing sound component. And there's aromatherapy as well. I always have essential oils. In fact, they're right there going. I always have essential oils, and that's actually something that we can discuss before if you want a more relaxing experience. Maybe we would do more of a lavender essential oil. If you want more an energizing experience, we would have an orange essential oil. That is the one that I'm diffusing right now. And so we can really talk about it. And there's incense, and I really want you to explore all of your senses when you come to my table, and so that you can fully relax and immerse yourself in the experience. Another component is distance Reiki. So distance Reiki actually works just the same, really, because the energy travels and we are connected. We don't even have to be on Zoom, but usually I like to be on Zoom. If we set a certain time, we get on Zoom, I send you my playlist, or I play the music from my computer. I play my instruments, my sound healing components. We also have a chat initially. I make sure that I give you instructions to prepare your space so you're not interrupted and you're calm, and you can explore your five senses as well, like maybe a nice candle, a nice fuzzy blanket, whichever works for you. And because that energy is being just transmuted and transferred through the fields that we're in, that distance doesn't really matter that much. And you might choose this option if obviously you're far away from me. You're not in the Mildenhall area, you're not in Suffolk area, Cambridgeshire area, in England. And if you're all over the world, it's perfect because you can be in the comfort of your own home. Maybe even if you haven't ever received Reiki, it can be a good solution to have some distance online Reiki so you can explore it in your own time, in your own home, and it's just a more protected activity for you. So definitely give it a try if that's your thing. And now I wanted to talk about the common myth about Reiki. A very interesting one is that you have to believe in it for it to work. So a lot of skeptical people are like, I don't know, that just seems a little bit of woo-woo, which it can be. I guess that everything that is a bit more spiritual and energetic based can be woo-woo, but it has a scientific background, and I'll definitely explore a little bit more on the second myth. But although it is beneficial for you to believe it works, it is not essential. So it works just the same. The energy is there, is working, and it is working for your highest good. So definitely no need to believe, but it certainly helps. The second myth is it's just placebo. And with this, obviously with my scientific background for you that if you don't know me, you just got here for the first time, I'm a biomedical scientist. And obviously I have a very scientific background, very logical approach with a lot of like empiric aspects. So definitely looking at the science results and science base behind it. And so science has been shown that Reiki operates and can influence the autonomic nervous system. So it helps you to reduce stress levels by lowering your heart rate, your blood pressure, and cortisol levels. And here is when I actually grab my papers and tell you the actual thing. So studies using biofeedback and thermography have demonstrated changes in skin temperature and brain wave patterns using Reiki sessions, indicating shifts in physiological states. So even though that the placebo effect helps and obviously has been described in scientific backgrounds forever, obviously placebo is going to help, but that's not the whole scenario. We now know that Reiki actually has an impact on your nervous system and your energy flow, which actually explains why so many people feel so good, so relaxed after a session. And the third and final myth that I want to debunk here is that Reiki can be harmful if not done right. And this was actually one of the questions that I had when I first started my Reiki level 1. Other students had as well when we all did the level 2. Is, can I hurt my clients in any way? Can I harm them? Is Reiki going to operate in areas that it shouldn't? Can Reiki aggravate certain conditions? And my answer to that is no. Reiki works for their highest good, their clients' highest good. And that's actually something that we practice before we do the Reiki on people, is that we ask Reiki to flow through us and to go to the person and act in their highest benefit, in their highest good. So Reiki is a very gentle and respectful practice that supports your body and your mind in ways that you need the most. So it cannot make anything worse. It can only help you heal at your own pace. How can Reiki support you? We've already been discussing some ways that Reiki helps, but it really helps with stress reduction, with feeling more calm, more aligned, more balanced within yourself, better emotional management, and energetic alignment as well. Can really aid you to get clarity and help getting the answers you need. Sometimes we have stuck energy, stuck mindset, and it really helps to unblock a lot of things and clear out and just almost like a flush to the system. People that have received Reiki from me have said, oh, I felt like I was just like my legs were being like washed and things were going away through my legs and my feet, which is exactly what happens. And how I feel as well is literally like a movement of energy as I am. And sometimes I actually do this movement of just like letting go through the legs down to the feet and just mutate and assume other forms. Reiki can help you with your sleep patterns, can help you have a better menstrual health and hormone regulation as well, have more confidence and feel more connected to your essence. So I think that sometimes people overthink a lot. I have quite a few coaching clients that say, but how do you find out your identity? How do you find out your essence? And there is no strategy. There is no like very difficult exercise that you do. Essentially, you have to connect with what it feels more, you feel more at peace. You feel more tranquil doing. And to me, that's being in nature, that's doing Reiki, that's connecting with people at a deeper level, helping others. So when you find out something that you're just in the moment, you just feel good about yourself, you feel at peace, you feel like you're resilient and you can tackle the world, that's when your essence is being just channeled. So yeah, it's simple. And Reiki can really definitely, and Reiki can really help you gain awareness of what your essence is and connect to who you truly are much faster and in more alignment. And Reiki can be used with any therapy, really, with coaching, with actually counseling. Obviously, consult your doctor if you're concerned. I'm not just going to be saying, oh, yeah, do whatever. No. For instance, I'm pregnant right now. And so whenever I receive Reiki, I cannot be laying flat on my back because it's very bad for pregnant ladies, especially like later on in pregnancy. So an adaptation that I've had to do when I'm receiving Reiki is I have to elevate my like my upper body a little bit, and the massage bed just elevates, and that's perfectly fine. We do adaptations. So find adaptations for your own self as well. That's why it's important to have a good practitioner that respects and is aware of your medical history. For instance, if you have diabetes or if you have epilepsy or some condition that you have an attack that needs to be addressed immediately, the practitioner is aware and can tackle it as well. And Reiki is ideal for people that are going through transitions in life. They're seeking more awareness of themselves and that connection within themselves as well, and overall alignment in their lives. So some key points on what we talked about. Reiki is a gentle energy healing practice that is very powerful and deeply supportive. And I invite you to tune in to your body and check, how does your energy feel today? Where do you feel sensations the most? So really take a moment and scan your body to see what's going on inside. And please leave below here on Spotify or message me on Instagram at the Woo Woo Scientist any questions you have about Reiki. I will do more episodes on chakras and how to heal them, how to balance them, signs that they are out of balance or blocked, actual affirmations that you can use for each specific chakra. So much more is coming on chakras and energy healing. But if you have any further questions, reach out to me and let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you're curious to experience Reiki for yourself, I offer both in-person sessions here in my healing room in Suffolk near Mildenhall, England, or also distance Reiki that you can do all over the world and in the comfort of your own home. I'm absolutely available for that. Book your session on the website www.theconfidentsoul.com or reach out to me on Instagram at the Woo Woo Scientist. And that's it for today's episode, and I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to the Confident Soul podcast. If today's episode spoke to you, share it with a friend, a sister, or someone who needs this energy. Ready to go deeper in your journey? Book a free confidence reset call with me at theconfidencesoul.com or just head to the link in the show notes. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Woo Woo Scientist for daily inspiration, tools, and behind the scenes magic. You were never meant to dim your light. So let's rise, radiate, and lead with confidence.